UK driving theory practice test question 1 of 50. When are you allowed to use hazard warning lights? A. When stopped and temporarily obstructing traffic. B. When traveling during darkness without headlights. C. When parked for shopping on double yellow lines. D. When traveling slowly because you are lost. The correct answer is D. When traveling slowly because you are lost. You must not use hazard warning lights when moving, except when slowing suddenly on a motorway or unrestricted dual carriageway to warn the traffic behind. Never use hazard warning lights to excuse dangerous or illegal parking. UK driving theory practice test question 2 of 50. What are triangular signs for? A. To give warnings. B. To give information. C. To give orders. D. To give directions. The correct answer is A. To give warnings. This type of sign will warn you of hazards ahead. Make sure you look at each sign that you pass on the road, so that you do not miss any vital instructions or information. UK driving theory practice test question 3 of 50. What does this sign mean? A. Change to the left lane. B. Leave at the next exit. C. Contraflow system. D. One-way street. The correct answer is C. Contraflow system. If you use the right-hand lane in a contraflow system, you'll be traveling with no permanent barrier between you and the oncoming traffic. Observe speed limits and keep a good distance from the vehicle ahead. UK driving theory practice test question 4 of 50. What is the maximum specified fine for driving without insurance? A. £50. B. £500. C. £1,000. D. £5,000. The correct answer is D. £5,000. It is a serious offence to drive without insurance. As well as a heavy fine, you may be disqualified or incur penalty points. UK driving theory practice test question 5 of 50. A heavy load on your roof rack will A. Improve the road holding. B. Reduce the stopping distance. C. Make the steering lighter. D. Reduce stability. The correct answer is D. Reduce stability. A heavy load on your roof rack will reduce the stability of the vehicle because it moves the center of gravity away from that designed by the manufacturer. Be aware of this when you negotiate bends and corners. If you change direction at speed, your vehicle and or load could become unstable and you could lose control. UK driving theory practice test question 6 of 50. You park at night on a road with a 40 miles per hour speed limit. You should park A. Facing the traffic. B. With parking lights on. C. With dipped headlights on. D. Near a street light. The correct answer is B. With parking lights on. You must use parking lights when parking at night on a road or lay-by with a speed limit greater than 30 miles per hour. You must also park in the direction of the traffic flow and not close to a junction. UK driving theory practice test question 7 of 50. You want to turn right at a box junction. There is oncoming traffic. You should A. Wait in the box junction if your exit is clear. B. Wait before the junction until it is clear of all traffic. C. Drive on. You cannot turn right at a box junction. D. Drive slowly into the box junction when signaled by oncoming traffic. The correct answer is A. Wait in the box junction if your exit is clear. You can move into the box junction to wait as long as your exit is clear. The oncoming traffic will stop when the traffic lights change, allowing you to proceed. UK driving theory practice test question 8 of 50. What is the right-hand lane used for on a 3-lane motorway? A. Emergency vehicles only. B. Overtaking. C. Vehicles towing trailers. D. Coaches only. The correct answer is B. Overtaking. You should keep to the left and only use the right-hand lane if you're passing slower moving traffic. UK driving theory practice test question 9 of 50. You are on a motorway. A red cross is displayed above the hard shoulder. What does this mean? A. Pull up in this lane to answer your mobile phone. B. Use this lane as a running lane. C. This lane can be used if you need a rest. D. You should not travel in this lane. The correct answer is D. You should not travel in this lane. Active traffic management schemes are being introduced on motorways. Within these areas at certain times the hard shoulder will be used as a running lane. A red cross above the hard shoulder shows that this lane should not be used, except for emergencies and breakdowns. UK driving theory practice test question 10 of 50. You are on a motorway at night with other vehicles just ahead of you. Which lights should you have on? A. Front fog lights. B. Main beam headlights. C. Side lights only. D. Dipped headlights. The correct answer is D. Dipped headlights. If you're driving behind other traffic at night on the motorway, leave a 2-second time gap and use dipped headlights. Full beam will dazzle the other drivers. Your headlights beam should fall short of the vehicle in front. UK driving theory practice test question 11 of 50. You may use front fog lights with headlights only when visibility is reduced to less than A. 100 meters, 328 feet. B. 200 meters, 656 feet. C. 300 meters, 984 feet. D. 400 meters, 1,312 feet. The correct answer is A. 100 meters, 328 feet. It is an offense to use fog lights if the visibility is better than 100 meters, 328 feet. Switch front fog lights off if the fog clears to avoid dazzling other road users. But be aware that the fog may be patchy. UK driving theory practice test questions 12 of 50. You are following a long lorry. The driver signals to turn left into a narrow road. What should you do? A. Overtake on the left before the lorry reaches the junction. B. Overtake on the right as soon as the lorry slows down. C. Do not overtake unless you can see there is no oncoming traffic. D. Do not overtake. Stay well back and be prepared to stop. The correct answer is D. Do not overtake. Stay well back and be prepared to stop. When turning into narrow roads, articulated and long vehicles will need more room. Initially they will need to swing out in the opposite direction to which they intend to turn. They could mask another vehicle turning out of the same junction. Don't be tempted to overtake them or pass on the inside. UK driving theory practice test question 13 of 50. It is very windy. You are behind a motorcyclist who is overtaking a high-sided vehicle. What should you do? A. Overtake the motorcyclist immediately. B. Keep well back. C. Stay level with the motorcyclist. D. Keep close to the motorcyclist. The correct answer is B. Keep well back. Motorcyclists are affected more by windy weather than other vehicles. In windy conditions, high-sided vehicles cause air turbulence. You should keep well back as the motorcyclist could be blown off course. UK driving theory practice test question 14 of 50. You are turning left from a main road into a side road. People are already crossing the road into which you are turning. You should A. Continue, as it is your right-of-way. B. Signal to them to continue crossing. C. Wait and allow them to cross. D. Sound your horn to warn them of your presence. The correct answer is C. Wait and allow them to cross. Always check the road into which you are turning. Approaching at the correct speed will allow you enough time to observe and react. Give way to any pedestrians already crossing the road. UK driving theory practice test question 15 of 50. Motorcyclists will often look round over their right shoulder just before turning right. This is because A. They need to listen for following traffic. B. Motorcycles do not have mirrors. C. Looking around helps them balance as they turn. D. They need to check for traffic in their blind area. The correct answer is D. They need to check for traffic in their blind area. If you see a motorcyclist take a quick glance over their shoulder, this could mean they are about to change direction. Recognizing a clue like this helps you to be prepared and take appropriate action, making you safer on the road. UK driving theory practice test question 16 of 50. You see this sign ahead. You should expect the road to A. Go steeply uphill. B. Go steeply downhill. C. Bend sharply to the left. D. Bend sharply to the right. The correct answer is C. Bend sharply to the left. Adjust your speed in good time and select the correct gear for your speed. Going too fast into the bend could cause you to lose control. Braking late and harshly while changing direction reduces your vehicle's grip on the road and is likely to cause a skid. UK driving theory practice test question 17 of 50. You are following a slower moving vehicle on a narrow country road. There is a junction just ahead on the right. What should you do? A. Overtake after checking your mirrors and signaling. B. Stay behind until you are past the junction. C. Accelerate quickly to pass before the junction. D. Slow down and prepare to overtake on the left. The correct answer is B. Stay behind until you are past the junction. You should never overtake as you approach a junction. If a vehicle emerged from the junction while you were overtaking, a dangerous situation could develop very quickly. UK driving theory practice test question 18 of 50. Braking distances on ice can be A. Twice the normal distance. B. 5 times the normal distance. C. 7 times the normal distance. D. 10 times the normal distance. The correct answer is D. 10 times the normal distance. In icy and snowy weather, your stopping distance will increase by up to 10 times compared to good dry conditions. Take extra care when braking, accelerating and steering, to cut down the risk of skidding. UK driving theory practice test question 19 of 50. Overall stopping distance is made up of thinking and braking distance. You are on a good, dry road surface with good brakes and tyres. What is the typical braking distance from 50 miles per hour? A. 14 meters, 46 feet. B. 24 meters, 80 feet. C. 38 meters, 125 feet. D. 55 meters, 180 feet. The correct answer is C. 38 meters, 125 feet. Be aware this is just the braking distance. You need to add the thinking distance to this to give the overall stopping distance. At 50 miles per hour, the typical thinking distance will be 15 meters, 50 feet, plus a braking distance of 38 meters, 125 feet, giving an overall stopping distance of 53 meters, 175 feet. The distance could be greater than this depending on your attention and response to any hazards. These figures are a general guide. UK driving theory practice test question 20 or 50. What's badly affected if the tyres are underinflated? A. Braking. B. Indicating. C. Changing gear. D. Parking. The correct answer is A. Braking. Your tyres are your only contact with the road. To prevent problems with braking and steering, keep your tyres free from defects. They must have sufficient tread depth and be correctly inflated. Correct tyre pressures help reduce the risk of skidding and provide a safer and more comfortable drive or ride. UK Driving Theory Practice Test Question 21 of 50. The legal minimum depth of tread for car tyres over 3/4 of the breadth is A. 1 mm, B. 1.6 mm, C. 2.5 mm, D. 4 mm. The correct answer is B. 1.6 mm. Tyres must have sufficient depth of tread to give them a good grip on the road surface. The legal minimum for cars is 1.6 mm. This depth should be across the central 3/4 of the breadth of the tyre and around the entire circumference. UK Driving Theory Practice Test Western 22 of 50. You should never wave people across at pedestrian crossings because A. There may be another vehicle coming, B. They may not be looking, C. It is safer for you to carry on, D. They may not be ready to cross. The correct answer is A. There may be another vehicle coming. If people are waiting to use a pedestrian crossing, slow down and be prepared to stop. Don't wave them across the road since another driver may not have seen them. UK Driving Theory Practice Test Question 23 of 50. You are approaching a Pelican crossing. The amber light is flashing. You must A. Give way to pedestrians who are crossing, B. Encourage pedestrians to cross, C. Not move until the green light appears, D. Stop even if the crossing is clear. The correct answer is A. Give way to pedestrians who are crossing. While the pedestrians are crossing, don't encourage them to cross by waving or flashing your headlights. Other road users may misunderstand your signal. UK Driving Theory Practice Test 24 of 50. Which of the following may cause loss of concentration on a long journey? A. Keeping fresh air circulating. B. Arguing with a passenger. C. Stopping regularly to rest. D. Pulling up to tune the radio. The correct answer is B. Arguing with a passenger. You should not allow yourself to be distracted when driving. You need to concentrate fully in order to be safe on the road. Loud music could mask other sounds, such as the audible warning of an emergency vehicle. UK Driving Theory Practice Test Western 25 of 50. Your mobile phone rings while you are on the motorway. Before answering, you should A. Reduce your speed to 30 miles per hour, B. Pull up on the hard shoulder, C. Move into the left-hand lane, D. Stop in a safe place. The correct answer is D. Stop in a safe place. When driving on motorways, you can't just pull up to answer your mobile phone. Do not stop on the hard shoulder or slip road. To avoid being distracted, it's safer to switch it off when driving. UK Driving Theory Practice Test Question 26 of 50. When may you drive a motor car in this bus lane? A. Outside its hours of operation. B. To get to the front of a traffic queue. C. You may not use it at any time. D. To overtake slow-moving traffic. The correct answer is A. Outside its hours of operation. Some bus lanes only operate during peak hours and other vehicles may use them outside these hours. Make sure you check the sign for the hours of operation before driving in a bus lane. UK Driving Theory Practice Test Question 27 of 50. When are you allowed to use hazard warning lights? A. When stopped and temporarily obstructing traffic. B. When traveling during darkness without headlights. C. When parked for shopping on double yellow lines. D. When traveling slowly because you are lost. The correct answer is A. When stopped and temporarily obstructing traffic. You must not use hazard warning lights when moving, except when slowing suddenly on a motorway or unrestricted dual carriageway to warn the traffic behind. Never use hazard warning lights to excuse dangerous or illegal parking. UK driving theory practice test question 28 of 50. Before driving anyone else's motor vehicle, you should make sure that A. The vehicle owner has third-party insurance cover. B. Your own vehicle has insurance cover. C. The vehicle is insured for your use. D. The owner has left the insurance documents in the vehicle. The correct answer is C. The vehicle is insured for your use. Driving a vehicle without insurance cover is illegal. If you cause injury to anyone or damage to property, it could be very expensive, and you could also be subject to a criminal prosecution. You can arrange insurance cover with an insurance company, a broker, and some motor manufacturers or dealers. UK driving theory practice test question 29 of 50. You are at a junction controlled by traffic lights. When should you not proceed at green? A. When pedestrians are waiting to cross. B. When your exit from the junction is blocked. C. When you think the lights may be about to change. D. When you intend to turn right. The correct answer is B. When your exit from the junction is blocked. As you approach the lights, look into the road you wish to take. Only proceed if your exit road is clear. If the road is blocked, hold back, even if you have to wait for the next green signal. UK driving theory practice test question 30 of 50. You are traveling on a motorway. Unless signs show a lower speed limit, you must not exceed A. 50 miles per hour, B. 60 miles per hour, C. 70 miles per hour, D. 80 miles per hour. The correct answer is C. 70 miles per hour. The national speed limit for a car or motorcycle on the motorway is 70 miles per hour. Lower speed limits may be in force, for example at roadworks, so look out for the signs. Variable speed limits operate in some areas to control very busy stretches of motorway. The speed limit may change depending on the volume of traffic. UK driving theory practice test question 31 of 50. Why are place names painted on the road surface? A. To restrict the flow of traffic. B. To warn you of oncoming traffic. C. To enable you to change lanes early. D. To prevent you changing lanes. The correct answer is C. To enable you to change lanes early. The names of towns and cities may be painted on the road at busy junctions and complex road systems. Their purpose is to let you move into the correct lane in good time, allowing traffic to flow more freely. UK driving theory practice test question 32 of 50. Following this vehicle too closely is unwise because A. Your brakes will overheat. B. Your view ahead is increased. C. Your engine will overheat. D. Your view ahead is reduced. The correct answer is D. Your view ahead is reduced. Staying back will increase your view of the road ahead. This will help you to see any hazards that might occur and allow you more time to react. UK theory driving practice test question 33 of 50. To avoid spillage after refueling, you should make sure that A. Your tank is only 3/4 full. B. You have used a locking filler cap. C. You check your fuel gauge is working. D. Your filler cap is securely fastened. The correct answer is D. Your filler cap is securely fastened. When learning to drive, it is a good idea to practice filling your car with fuel. Ask your instructor if you can use a petrol station and fill the fuel tank yourself. You need to know where the filler cap is located on the car you are driving in order to park on the correct side of the pump. Take care not to overfill the tank or spill fuel. Make sure you secure the filler cap as soon as you have replaced the fuel nozzle. UK driving theory practice test question 34 of 50. You are driving behind a large goods vehicle. It signals left but steers to the right. You should A. Slow down and let the vehicle turn. B. Drive on, keeping to the left. C. Overtake on the right of it. D. Hold your speed and sound your horn. The correct answer is A. Slow down and let the vehicle turn. Large, long vehicles need extra room when making turns at junctions. They may move out to the right in order to make a left turn. Keep well back and don't attempt to pass on the left. UK driving theory practice test question 35 of 50. What type of emergency vehicle is fitted with a green flashing beacon? A. Fire engine. B. Road gritter. C. Ambulance. D. Doctor's car. The correct answer is D. Doctor's car. A green flashing beacon on a vehicle means the driver or passenger is a doctor on an emergency call. Give way to them if it's safe to do so. Be aware that the vehicle may be traveling quickly or may stop in a hurry. UK driving theory practice test question 36 of 50. Tailgating means A. Using the rear door of a hatchback car. B. Reversing into a parking space. C. Following another vehicle too closely. D. Driving with rear fog lights on. The correct answer is C. Following another vehicle too closely. Tailgating is used to describe this dangerous practice, often seen in fast-moving traffic and on motorways. Following the vehicle in front too closely is dangerous because it restricts your view of the road ahead and leaves you no safety margin if the vehicle in front slows down or stops suddenly. UK driving theory practice test question 37 of 50. A bus has stopped at a bus stop ahead of you. Its right-hand indicator is flashing. You should A. Flash your headlights and slow down. B. Slow down and give way if it is safe to do so. C. Sound your horn and keep going. D. Slow down and then sound your horn. The correct answer is B. Slow down and give way if it is safe to do so. Give way to buses whenever you can do so safely, especially when they signal to pull away from bus stops. Look out for people leaving the bus and crossing the road. UK driving theory practice test question 38 of 50. A long, heavily laden lorry is taking a long time to overtake you. What should you do? A. Speed up. B. Slow down. C. Hold your speed. D. Change direction. The correct answer is B. Slow down. A long lorry with a heavy load will need more time to pass you than a car, especially on an uphill stretch of road. Slow down and allow the lorry to pass. UK driving theory practice test question 39 or 50. When being followed by an ambulance showing a flashing blue beacon, you should A. Pull over as soon as safely possible to let it pass. B. Accelerate hard to get away from it. C. Maintain your speed and course. D. Brake harshly and immediately stop in the road. The correct answer is A. Pull over as soon as safely possible to let it pass. Pull over in a place where the ambulance can pass safely. Check that there are no bollards or obstructions in the road that will prevent it from doing so. UK driving theory practice test question 40 of 50. At a Puffin crossing, which color follows the green signal? A. Steady red. B. Flashing amber. C. Steady amber. D. Flashing green. The correct answer is C. Steady amber. Puffin crossings have infrared sensors which detect when pedestrians are crossing and hold the red traffic signal until the crossing is clear. The use of a sensor means there is no flashing amber phase as there is with a Pelican crossing. UK driving theory practice test question 41 of 50. Why is it bad technique to coast when driving downhill? A. The fuel consumption will increase. B. The engine will overheat. C. The tires will wear more quickly. D. The vehicle will gain speed. The correct answer is D. The vehicle will gain speed. Coasting is when you allow the vehicle to freewheel in neutral or with the clutch pedal depressed. Speed will increase as you lose the benefits of engine braking and have less control. You shouldn't coast when approaching hazards such as junctions or bends and when traveling downhill. UK driving theory practice test question 42 of 50. You're on a two-lane dual carriageway. Why would you use the right-hand lane? A. To overtake slower traffic. B. For normal progress. C. When staying at the minimum allowed speed. D. To keep driving at a constant high speed. The correct answer is A. To overtake slower traffic. Normally you should travel in the left-hand lane and only use the right-hand lane for overtaking or turning right. Move back into the left lane as soon as it's safe, but don't cut in across the path of the vehicle you've just passed. UK driving theory practice test question 43 of 50. You have third-party insurance. What does this cover? A. Damage to your vehicle. B. Fire damage to your vehicle. C. Flood damage to your vehicle. D. Damage to other vehicles. The correct answer is D. Damage to other vehicles. Third-party insurance doesn't cover damage to your own vehicle or injury to yourself. If you have a crash and your vehicle is damaged, you might have to carry out the repairs at your own expense. UK driving theory practice test question 44 or 50. You're involved in a collision. Afterwards, which document may the police ask you to produce? A. Vehicle registration document. B. Driving license. C. Theory test certificate. D. Vehicle service record. The correct answer is B. Driving license. You must stop if you've been involved in a collision which results in injury or damage. The police may ask to see your driving license and insurance details at the time or later at a police station. UK driving theory practice test question 45 of 50. It is essential that tyre pressures are checked regularly. When should this be done? A. After any lengthy journey. B. After traveling at high speed. C. When tires are hot. D. When tires are cold. The correct answer is D. When tires are cold. When you check the tire pressures, do so when the tires are cold. This will give you a more accurate reading. The heat generated from a long journey will raise the pressure inside the tire. UK driving theory practice test question 46 of 50. When approaching a right-hand bend, you should keep well to the left. Why is this? A. To improve your view of the road. B. To overcome the effect of the road's slope. C. To let faster traffic from behind overtake. D. To be positioned safely if you skid. The correct answer is A. To improve your view of the road. Doing this will give you an earlier view around the bend and enable you to see any hazards sooner. It also reduces the risk of collision with an oncoming vehicle that may have drifted over the center line while taking the bend. UK driving theory practice test question 47 of 50. Which sign means there will be two-way traffic crossing your route ahead? The correct answer is B. This sign is found or at the end of a one-way system. It warns you that traffic will be crossing your path from both directions. UK driving theory practice test question 48 of 50. What does this sign mean? A. Bend to the right. B. Road on the right closed. C. No traffic from the right. D. No right turn. The correct answer is D. No right turn. The no right turn sign may be used to warn road users that there is no entry prohibition on the road to the right ahead. UK driving theory practice test question 49 of 50. What does this sign mean? A. End of restricted speed area. B. End of restricted parking area. C. End of clearway. D. End of cycle route. The correct answer is B. End of restricted parking area. Even though you have left the restricted area, make sure that you park where you won't endanger other road users or cause an obstruction. UK Driving Theory Practice Test Question 50 of 50. What does this sign mean? A. No overtaking. B. You are entering a one-way street. C. Two-way traffic ahead. D. You have priority over vehicles from the opposite direction. The correct answer is D. You have priority over vehicles from the opposite direction. Don't force your way through if oncoming vehicles fail to give way. If necessary, slow down and give way to avoid confrontation or a collision.